Yo, Counterattack Podcast and myself, Daps. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. I look so tired. Because I am, guys. It's been a long day. It is 1:45 in the morning. And I'm just going to give you a quick video. Or a quick... Oh, by the way, you lot that listen to this on Apple, I told you I'm going to start putting it out there. These little quick ones. This is what's been going on YouTube. But on Spotify and that, it looks like I've not been, sending out anything or putting anything out. But I really have. But it's just that with audio, I just felt like it was easier to just only put up the interviews, But, equally, you might want to hear 10 minutes of just me chatting rubbish. But yeah, cool. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. This is going to be a nice little easy one. It might even be 5 minutes long, to be honest with you. And I'm just going to talk about Man City, Brighton. Of their remaining games, I know Man City have Tottenham, but of their remaining games, I really felt like Brighton would be the best hope of them dropping any points. And it's a hell of a jab. Yeah, I thought this game would be the one where they would drop points, but it's not the case. They're literally just flying through, and again, just like they always do, they come to this part of the season and they don't drop points. And when we look at Arsenal when we look at Arsenal's fixtures, when we look at Liverpool's fixtures, even though Liverpool lost yesterday, and then we look at Man City, like Man City don't look like they'll drop points. Arsenal look like they could still drop points, because you've got to be near enough perfect at this point of the season, and Man City are always perfect. So 5 games to go. It's a little hope, but we just have to see. But Man City, they're not going to drop points. And when the game started today, Welbeck had that chance earlier, and I was just like, oh, Brighton are actually going to come out and play, because Brighton, they create chances. Like, that's one thing I know about Brighton. They're going to create chances. And when I saw in the opening minute or so that they were doing that, I was just like, yes, we might have something here. And then just like that, Kevin De Bruyne scores that header. And you know what? I heard that's Kevin De Bruyne's first header that he scored for Man City. All the goals that he scored, he's never scored a header. And what a header it was. Like, you would think that he scores those for fun. But, it was the way it was angled, the way it was done, so it just goes to, like, the keeper would have saved it if it was anywhere else. That's the one place. And he did that on purpose in regards to, like, looping it over. Top header. And then after that, it's just, it's just a case of Man City just going and controlling the game. And Brighton were just doing stupidness, playing out from the back. Listen, I'm all for football. Anyone that knows me knows that's me. I love just football. But sometimes, listen, you just got to put your foot through it, man. You just have to. And as someone that's played the game, I don't understand why more people can't see within games. I get that you want your philosophy, you want to have the way that you play, but when you're in the game, you just also have to just know that you just have to just get rid. I'd much rather just get rid, hear it from the manager, than give away a goal, which is what they did on that third goal. And they got away with it a couple of times, and when they do it, it looks nice and everything, but it is very, very risky. And I think that you just got to be smarter with it, because they gave away for that third goal. And, Foden, and, the form Foden's been in this season, put that away quickly. And even for the second goal, to be honest, it weren't a free kick as well. I mean, if we're giving away free kicks for those, what is happening? Like, he literally slipped. I know he got clipped first, so if you're going to bring it back for the initial one, cool. But where he gets closer and slips, that's what they've given the free kick for. And obviously they've gone on and scored the free kick. And 2-0 was, you're asking a lot, but 3-0, the game is dead. The game is dead. And then obviously Alvarez gets his first goal in 10 games, I heard, in the second half. Like, it was just an easy win, routine. They made it look real easy, and Brighton aren't, an easy team to play. So I think when you look at their fixtures, the toughest fixture there is probably Tottenham. I'm about to have a look now. is Tottenham. So they got Forest on Sunday. Forest ain't doing anything, let's be honest. Wolves, they're beating Wolves. Yeah. Wolves, Tottenham, yeah. And West Ham on the last day of the season, but West Ham ain't gonna have nothing to play for. Like it's not. I think it's over. I'm hoping it's not, but I do think it is. Obviously Liverpool lost yesterday, and that was always gonna happen. But what's interesting about Liverpool is that there's no talk of bottling. Like Jamie Carragher said that this Liverpool team have overachieved this season. And in my head, I was just like, so last season when Arsenal overachieved with the squad that they had, because we all knew at the beginning of the season it was top four that they were aiming for. Last season, there was no shouts of overachieving in regards to being in the position they were. They crumbled at the end of the season, and people called it a bottle job. I don't think it was a bottle job. They did crumble, and it wasn't good enough, but they should never have been in that position anyway when you really deep it. But they crumbled, and everyone called them a bottle job, which I can accept. It's whatever. This season now, Liverpool get to that point and they lose against Crystal Palace. They lose against Leverkusen. Is it Leverkusen? Not Leverkusen. They lose against Atalanta, sorry. They then lose against Everton. Like, it's all gone to pot. And we're talking about them being overachievers. Why are they not bottled it? This is why I don't like this whole bottled it. You lose one game and it's like bottled it. I don't actually think Liverpool bottled it. I just think they've crumbled again. But not again, but I just feel like they've crumbled and fell away. But this is what happens. Arsenal lost the game against Aston Villa, and the narrative was that they've bottled it. Their first loss of 2024. Arsenal's first loss of 2024 was greeted with bottled it. One loss and they bottled it. Liverpool do what they do in regards to losing those games, Crystal Palace, Atalanta, and whoever else, and Everton. And we're talking about them being overachievers. And, they've overachieved. So, no, can we just stop with this whole narrative of bottled it when it comes to Arsenal? Let's just keep things consistent. Let me say that. Let's keep things consistent, because it just really does bug me that Liverpool are getting away scot-free. Arsenal lose one game, we see the reaction in Liverpool. But anyway, just going round and round in circles. But I felt it was interesting seeing Liverpool lose the way they did. And to be honest, it's been coming for a long time, because Liverpool have not played well all season, if I'm being honest. You have games here and there where they're like, okay, really, really good. But generally speaking, I don't think they've played well all season, but they've managed to pick up results. And that was always going to happen. There's only so long you can do it for. And, we get into the last 4 or 5 games of the season. Obviously, there's still a hope for them, but it's a very, very big one. You need Man City to lose. You need Arsenal to lose. You need them to keep winning and be perfect from now to the end of the season, which I don't think is going to happen. But, that was always going to happen. I think Salah's form was a bit worrying since he come back from AFCON. I feel like he's just not been at it. I feel like Salah's really... And the thing is, I'm very careful when it comes to talking about Salah, because he is him, and he scores the goals and he has the impact he has. But you can't hide from the fact that since AFCON, and since he came back from his injury, he has not been great at all. And when they've needed him most in this running, he hasn't been there, which has meant that, the spotlight's been more on other players in regards to providing. So you talk about Nunes, and Nunes has been getting a battering recently for the chances that he's missed. But he was given grace earlier in the season because Liverpool were winning. Salah was still chipping in with goals and stuff like that. But yeah, Salah hasn't been great. I don't think it's he's finished kind of thing. No, but if I was a Liverpool fan, I would be a bit worried at how he kind of tailed off this season. Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting end. At least this is the second season in a row Arsenal are going to make it go down to the wire. I think last time it was done with 3 games left, I think. So hopefully it goes down to the wire. My hope is that Man City drop points sooner rather than later, and then Arsenal can capitalise. North London derby this weekend. I'm expecting an Arsenal win. I think a load of people are thinking, I mean, I was speaking to Tottenham fans, they're like, it's going to be 5-0 to Arsenal. I don't think it's going to be easy for Arsenal. I don't care how Tottenham are playing. It's not going to be an easy day for Arsenal. And I honestly believe that it's going to be a close game. I expect Arsenal to win the game, but you just never know with these North London derbies. So hopefully we just go there, we dunk on them again, and we keep it moving. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow or the day after. I might do a watch along. So if you do reach the end of this podcast and you want me to do a watch along, just comment watch along. And those of you listening on audio, hashtag counterattack podcast and just tweet whatever you want to do. I'm going to start looking at the hashtag again. But yeah, that's me. I'm out. Peace.